tell you what, I am glad I waited until now to watch Razer. Even if this ends up being the only reason, the movie Razer is included in the season 4 box set of the Blu-ray collection that I own. And right there on the cover of the Blu-ray of season 4, that's Starbuck. Knowing she was on the cover of this season might have changed the way I reacted to certain episodes that I recently watched. Like, even if I did kind of suspect that she might be back in some form or another because of the mystery, the intrigue of her destiny and whatnot, knowing for sure she was a featured main character still in season 4 would have altered my. Anyway, we're watching Razer today. I'm so excited. Finally! Right in the middle of season 2 came this incredible moment. It is burned in my brain. All of a sudden, there is another Battlestar. There's an Admiral Cain. And like, my first thought when I met them was, oh my gosh, what have they been through? And today we get to find out. We no longer have to wonder. I'm curious, how will this change my perception of the crew of Pegasus, particularly Admiral Cain and Fisk and everybody on board. I imagine maybe it will make her a little bit more understandable. I am certain it won't completely justify her, so to speak. Like, she did some pretty evil things, and I mean, I'm sure the point isn't to justify her or whatever, but it's maybe to get some insight into her and what they've been through. I think that alone is fascinating. And of course, they have their own 6 on board. People have, I think, referred to her as Gina, so I imagine that was the name of this iteration of 6. So, nothing else needs to be said. I am watching the extended, unrated cut of the film. If that makes any difference at all, I want as much of the movie as the movie has to give me. So, let's dive in. Let's experience Razer for the very first time.
And you die.
You're born, you live, and you die. Interesting. I haven't even questioned why it's called Razer.
We had no idea there were other survivors.
And she died knowing that her ship and her crew were safe.
In the end, you are those choices.
It was a great flashback sequence, by the way. In the end, you are those choices, which really harkens back to Commander Adama's whole thing from the very beginning of the miniseries. Are we a people worth surviving? I'm so excited.
Commander Lee Adama.
Really taking place right after the captain's hand. That's pretty cool.
Honor. Service. Recently, all have been in short supply on this ship. That's going to change. Beginning today. We can't always choose our circumstances, but we can choose how we handle them.
Very true.
As I review your...
The more things change, the more they stay the same, huh, Gus?
Yeah.
What you got there? Oh, I remember him. I thought he would be a big part of the show moving forward, but we never saw him again. He took over Chief Tyrrell's spot at one point, and then he was never mentioned again. It's fine. Maybe we'll find out what happened to him in this.
Lieutenant Kendra Shaw reporting as ordered, sir.
Top ratings from Cain clearly thought the world of you. But then a whole series of increasingly negative reports from Fisk, then Garner, who demoted you to kitchen duty for, persistent insubordinate behavior. So the question is, who are you?
Yes. I was waiting for us to flash all the way back.
Does that mean your mother was...
Forum Delegate Marta Shaw. Cue drum roll, thank you.
She'd be proud of you. Pegasus, huh?
It's just temporary. Couple of years babysitting Admiral Cain, I figure I should be able to call my own shots.
Wow, she's cocky.
I just don't see myself spending the rest of my life on a Battlestar.
Oh man, she's literally gonna spend the rest of her life on a Battlestar. I'm pretty sure.
How about spending some time with us on Gemini?
Look, I've got a repair list as long as my arm, plus our network's going to be down for the retrofit, and you know I don't like leaving Pegasus.
That's how the Cylons didn't take over their ship. Oh. Are we having flashbacks within flashbacks? It never occurred to me we might go back to her childhood, although if we're to understand Cain as a character, Helena, we will have to know her backstory a bit, right?
Excuse me, could you please point me towards... Looking for the CIC?
Yes. One of the benefits of being a network administrator. This is where you need to be.
You're a lifesaver. Kendra Shaw.
Seen it in the air.
In the air. Old Jimmy needs for resurrection, isn't it? Lieutenant Kendra Shaw reporting for duty, sir.
Oh, did you enjoy your coffee, Lieutenant?
My coffee?
Yep.
Just say yes so we don't get off on the wrong foot. You see, because I figured that you either got
Oh,
lost
boy.
on the way to CIC. Frankly, I'd rather think it was that cup of coffee than realize my new aide can't find her way around a Battlestar.
So she was real hard before. That makes sense. Before the attack. Oh, gosh.
Let me guess, you had your mother pull some strings, and she...
My mother's dead, sir. She died of cancer.
Yes, I know. I read the papers. You'd be well advised to make that the last time you attempt to play on my sympathies. You're dismissed.
Lieutenant?
A little mid-morning snack.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely enjoyed that.
It's the fear of the gods into everyone does.
Is this it? The end of most of humanity? Or from a very narrow perspective, where no one realizes what's actually happened just yet?
Nuclear detonation, multiple hits.
Cylons, it has to be.
Weapons are offline, same with all our computers. We have to do everything manually.
It's a tough world, but we need to get moving. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Docking connection severed.
Hard choice number one. Let's get out of here.
Without the computer, we can't calculate a safe jump.
Don't bother calculating, just do it.
Want to do a blind jump, sir? We might end up inside a sun.
It's better than the certain death you're facing now.
Scrappy, do it, Lieutenant!
No guts, no glory, girl.
Who am I? I'm a soldier. As for Fisk and Garner,
It's a good flashback.
men deserved my respect, so they didn't get it. You're a step up,
All right.
but that doesn't change the fact that you're an outsider who was brought in to clean up our mess.
But even you would admit there was a mess.
So, how would you like to be my new XO?
Wow.
Commander needs a strong right arm. I also need to send a message to this crew that I respect Cain's legacy, even if the truth is that I don't.
Being honest with her.
I intend to give this crew their pride back, so I'll let you carry her torch.
Interesting, too, that Shaw's kind of the main character here. I guess I assumed it would be focused on Cain, and of course it is, but...
7, 6, 1. You're done. Do you think that weapon's ready to fire, soldier?
Yes, sir.
Then fire your weapon.
She's very confident that it won't fire.
Didn't think it possible. I could find an XO meaner than Salt Tie.
Well, she and Kara don't exactly get along.
Wow. I'm
I'd
shocked.
like to sell tickets to that dance.
See, if I hadn't seen Unfinished Business, I wouldn't know what dance meant.
I have a mission for you.
Boxing.
I led a science team go out to study a supernova remnant. They're overdue.
And if we run into the Cylons?
Use your own judgment. This is your command.
Oh, that sound is bad. Stop doing it.
That brings our casualty to what?
723.
Jeez.
It's more than a quarter of our crew.
I think I know how the Cylons took down our defense grid. These lines of code in the new navigation program we're about to upload, they've been designed to create a backdoor that could enable an enemy to wirelessly access the program.
Yep.
Luckily, ours was already down.
Maybe not quite as useless as I thought.
I'm sorry about the way I behaved when the nukes hit. I was scared. Actually, I was terrified.
You're not afraid anymore, are you, Lieutenant?
No, sir.
Hold on to that anger and you keep it close. It'll stop you being afraid the next time and it'll tell you what you have to do.
Oh, that was a good interaction.
I know there have been a lot of rumors going around about the destruction that's been visited on our homeworlds by the Cylons.
Don't even come close to conveying the horror that's just been unleashed upon us.
That our colonies have been destroyed. Our cities have been nuked. And our fleet's gone too.
This is the moment that every single person on the ship will remember for the rest of their short lives.
What do we do now?
She's gonna fight.
War is our imperative. And if right now victory seems like an impossibility, then there is something else to reach for. Revenge. So we will fight.
So say we all.
He's demanding the response. Quite a...
So say we all. So say we all.
Yeah, I see you. Quite a different... You'd actually...
So say we all.
So say we all.
It just makes natural comparisons to the speech Adama gave. And the So Say We All at the end of the miniseries. And how would this have been different if they'd have had a Raza, or how would have Adama ended up reacting had the roles been reversed? I don't know.
Well, they're not expecting anyone to attack it. Gentlemen, you're looking at our first target. Nice work finding it, Lieutenant.
I had help.
Speak for
That's
them.
right. Speaking of the devil is the right way to express that. Oh.
Gentlemen, I'd like you to meet
Okay.
Christina Invier. I don't want any of you for one moment to think that I would ever risk lives or resources in some mad quest for revenge.
Is Gina a sleeper agent? Or is she fully aware? Man, no wonder Cain hated her guts. I mean, it doesn't excuse the way this crew treats her later, but...
I don't know how we're going to firewall all these systems by tomorrow unless we split up. And you're the only one with the access codes.
Don't give her the codes. No, don't do that.
Alpha 19 is 6 Gamma 1.
Shaw.
Cain seems so self-sufficient.
She has needs just like the rest of us. In the end, we're all just human.
The music as she said that was perfection.
Multiple Dratus contacts.
We got company.
Starbuck, actual. You and Showboat double time back to the nest.
On our way, Pegasus. I don't like these odds. I can almost see him. There's something weird about him.
FTL crew reports power failure in the main navigational computer.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Instant direct all batteries to commence full auto fire, close range.
We're gonna shoot ourselves a hole. Is that gonna work? No, but it'll make you feel better.
Jeez Louise, whoa.
Look, Major Shaw has the authority to take any action she feels necessary to protect the ship.
She's a loose cannon.
Starbuck calling someone a loose cannon. That's fantastic.
Tactical orders. That's what you call blowing the crap out of your own pilot.
Questioning orders is a bad idea on this ship, Captain. I'm reading 15 full squadrons of raiders, sir.
Wow.
This isn't a comm relay. This is a staging ground.
It's almost like we shouldn't be here. Maybe this was a trap. I'm starting to think Gina's definitely not a sleeper agent.
Order them to provide cover while Blue attacks the target.
They'll be outnumbered 4-1.
This is exactly what you said we wouldn't do. Is this relay really worth the lives and planes it will cost?
Refusing to carry out my orders?
Yes, she's gonna kill you probably.
Mr. Belson, give me your side out.
Yeah, this is the story that Fisk told to Ty, unless I'm mistaken.
You are now my XO.
Yep.
My order still stands. You executed.
Execute my orders or I'll execute you. That's hardly a way to lead,
Launch all remaining squadrons.
We're being boarded by the Cylons.
This is crazy. This is definitely an encounter that the Pegasus crew should not have survived. And the fact that they make it out of this is astounding. And I'm really happy to be watching this unfold. Yes! She saw number 6. That's a good moment. Oh, that's right. They don't even know up to this point that Cylons look like us. Maybe they do now.
You! Step away from the Admiral.
Lieutenant!
I said step away from the Admiral. Now.
Oh my gosh.
She's a Cylon spy. They look like us.
Oh, for God's sake.
I feel like there's maybe a little bit of a leap in logic there, but it's accurate.
I don't know what she thought she saw.
That. Ooh, you thought she was hard and full of fury before.
Get that thing off my bridge.
Yes, sir.
So cool. Look at that.
Been a long time since I've seen one of these outside a museum.
God made man in his image. Why shouldn't humanity's children choose to acknowledge their debt to their ultimate creator?
Love that we're getting some classic guys in Head 6.
These bodies allow us to better appreciate his creation in all its glory.
I mean, obviously Gaius is happy that she has that body.
Why would the Cylons resurrect a machine that by their standards is hopelessly obsolete?
Maybe they didn't resurrect it. Early models like this that somehow escape being scrapped.
What did these Guardians guard?
A hybrid.
An entity that represents the first step in our evolution from pure machines to organic beings.
Huh.
This one was the first.
Oh, the first hybrid. That's really interesting.
Protected by these guardians, still somehow seeking its own way to evolve.
Oh, I love this.
The last operation of the war. I was on that mission. The Cylons were supposedly building a super weapon.
We're getting all kind of flashbacks today.
Slash one flying toaster.
All players, clear Columbia airspace. Ruby's gone!
Oh, you can hear their screams.
Husker pursuing. Where are you, Franker?
It's gonna come right up on you. Yeah. Oh, we have contact. In a very literal sense. Eject! What is he about to stumble upon? Oh man, air battle taking on a whole new form now. Also, I love that they incorporated the classic Centurion Cylon designs here.
Come on, motherfucker.
What in the Hoth? Where are we? Alright, Rookadama. What's that? Maybe it's the hybrid. He knows something about this. Ooh, gross. Much more disgusting than I expected. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'd put my hand in there. Oh. Oh. What does he assume all this is? Hallucination? It will happen again. Weirdest moment of his life? Oh.
Help us. They left us here. I'm gonna get you out of here. They jumped our convoy. They destroyed our escort. They took us all.
Okay. Seems human to me.
Feels like a quake. The place is starting to come apart.
This is pretty good casting because like I can see Adama in him, but I also see like some reminds me of Lee a lot as well, which I think is very good.
I can't open it any wider. You gotta go get help. I'll stay here. Go! Tell them what happened to us. Go! Go! Save yourself!
Yeah, I bet that's haunted him for, well, forever.
They were making something down here! Experimenting on people to do it, and now they're getting away with whatever they built. Oscar, the war is over.
So this is a lead they never followed up on.
And it's captured some of our people.
I don't want to think about it.
You're going along.
You're still in command. Let's just say I have a personal stake in this mission. We're not gonna let this happen again. Not to our own people.
Yeah.
Pegasus jumps right into the hornet's nest. They swarm us with their raiders. We let them think they've taken out our FTL before moving off at sublight speed, drawing them away. That's when my strike team jumps in.
Just remember it's search and rescue. Get aboard, find our people, set your nuke, then get back in one piece. Question is whether I can trust you. The President believes that under Admiral Cain, you were involved in an incident aboard a civilian transport called Scylla, in which 10 people were executed. Is it true? Why didn't you tell me?
I am Cain's legacy. I'm alive because of the choices she made. So is everyone else on this ship.
Complete your mission, Major.
Yeah.
Your plan's approved.
Awesome. I think that's the right choice.
Well, I gave it my access codes. He must have used them to override our security lockouts.
Really knows how to manipulate human emotion. I want you to interrogate our Cylon prisoner, find out everything it knows, since it's so adept at mimicking human feeling. I'm assuming that its software is vulnerable to them as well, so degradation, fear, shame. I want you to really test its limits. Be as creative as you feel you need to be.
Yes, sir.
I mean, she essentially commanded him. That's sick.
We just detected a fleet of ships broadcasting colonial IFF signatures.
A civilian fleet.
15 ships, sir.
He's feeling what we all should be feeling.
Lieutenant, I want you to contact those ship's captains. Ask them to forward their crew and passenger manifests along with the ship schematics.
And she's just thinking, How can we use them?
We're going to take everything we need from those ships. Once they realize our intent, there's bound to be resistance, so we need to act quickly and decisively. Colonel, if you have a problem with any of this, I need to hear it now.
Well, he knows he can't voice that.
No.
Honestly, I feel like his move should have been to pull out his sidearm and give it to her right there in the CIC or whatever room they were in. She's off her rocker.
Thank the gods you found us.
It's a list of materials and passengers that we need transferred to the Pegasus. Your name is on the list.
Doesn't he have a daughter?
My name? You're gonna decide just like that who lives and who dies?
We'll make whatever accommodations we can, but you have to understand, we're at war.
That's probably his family.
No.
I always thought he was a good man, so I wanted to see more of him.
We have no wish to harm anyone.
But you will.
No.
The horror of the Pegasus.
Sir, they're denying us access to the rest of the ship. We have whole families here.
And tell them you'll shoot the families of any selectee who doesn't comply.
We will carry out this order. We will shoot these people.
What are we doing, sir?
You're sacrificing your souls.
Colonel Fisk to Pegasus.
It's over. The whole fleet has word of what happened here. There won't be any more resistance.
Jeez. This is how she lives with herself, huh?
So the Exo's human after all.
We each have our coping mechanisms, huh?
Got any more? Guess we're both just trying to take the edge off, right? Because I'd hate to think that Lee's new XO can't handle the pressure. You keep my secret, sir. I'll keep yours.
She's gonna probably put it away now. Which I would say good for you.
I've seen officers happier about a promotion.
I guess I just don't know what I've done to deserve it.
Don't do it. Don't look back. Sometimes we have to leave people behind so that we can go on.
Is this the rest of Cain's backstory?
We gotta go! Come on!
The moment she learned that hard truth?
You gotta get your sister to a shelter. Go, you gotta protect her now. Go!
Her sister. First having to leave her parents behind. Go and pick her up. So she tells herself she made the hard choice, the right choice, so that she can live with herself, although I don't think that is accurate. I think she had time to help her get unstuck. Lucy. This is probably the very moment they end the war. She picks up the knife. No wonder she carries it around with her. The war is over. Her sister was just moments away of living. Her parents were just moments away of surviving. How different would she have been had this not happened? Happy Christmas. The war is over. They took her. They took her. They didn't just kill her. They took her on the ship.
Sometimes we have to do things that we never thought we were capable of. If only to show the enemy our will. Yesterday, you showed me when you can be this.
Razer.
For as long as you have to be, then you're a Razer.
I don't want to be a Razer.
If we don't survive. And then we don't have the luxury of becoming simply human again. Do you understand me?
Hope for the best, plan for the worst. As my mom, the sergeant major, used to say.
That all she taught you?
Fear gets you killed, anger keeps you alive. Held on to her anger so tight that in the end, that's all she had left. She died alone.
I'd say that's enough of that.
Get the FTL offline. They're pursuing, sir.
Well, let's hope they keep it up.
Yeah, this plan is crazy as promised.
Now let's go get our Raptor crew.
Maybe this will be easier than we thought.
Guess again. 2 bandits inbound. Go, go, go!
We have destroyed all wings leader and continue pursuit of Battlestar Pegasus.
Ain't it grand when a plan comes together? Red squad on my mark.
At last.
This is mad. Is this the hybrid talking?
Enemies now joined. And the fifth, still in shadow, will claw toward the light, hungering for redemption.
Get him out of there! Go, go!
Oh, hey. Oh, whoa. I think she just wanted to spare him suffering. Jeez.
Mission outcome doubtful. What about the nuke? Detonator's fried. Get it working.
Order, nuclear. Ship-to-ship missile into launch tube 3.
Aye, sir.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
We have to assume that the team's been lost.
Destroying that ship with people on board is a last resort.
Like it or not, Admiral, this is no longer a rescue mission. Release of nuclear weapons is authorized.
Admiral was serious when he said Commander here was gonna stay in charge. Oh,
I'm
nope.
not prepared to sacrifice any lives.
Just kidding.
If you're wrong,
then I'll have to live with it.
Pulling rank. Which I mean good, because obviously we can't lose Starbuck.
Launch evac Raptor.
Pegasus is Red 2, come in.
Remote detonator's definitely shot.
Take it.
Can you rig a manual trigger?
Probably.
Oh,
Then do it.
she's gonna stay behind.
well, then we have to leave someone behind. Arm the warhead manually.
That's right.
Razer.
You make the call.
Shaw was built for this. I think she already knows that's what's gonna happen.
Get the XO, get your men, and get to the evac coordinates.
Then detonate the warhead using the manual trigger.
Complete your mission, Captain.
I mean, she's already wounded. She's taking
You too,
command.
Captain. Leave the nuke if you don't mind.
Take it. I don't need it anymore.
Just gave you an order, soldier.
Why?
You know damn well why.
One, it's crazy to me that Lee gave Starbuck that command. Good for you, Shaw.
Come in, Major. I've been waiting for you for a long time.
Oh, yeah. What in the world?
The children believe I am a god.
That's interesting.
The things you have done, all leading to this moment.
Huh.
You wish to be forgiven, my child.
We will shoot these people.
Did she? I was wondering who fired the first shot. No! Why did the first shot have to be her? Yeah, she sacrificed her soul.
Do you wish to be forgiven? Then come closer.
This is so weird. But like in the best possible way?
Kara Thrace will lead the human race to its end.
What?
She is the herald of the apocalypse.
What?
They must not follow her.
Wow. That hits different with the season 3 finale. With Kara saying, I'll show you the way to Earth. Apparently we shouldn't follow her.
Commander, I gotta warn you. It's Captain Thrace.
Red 1, report! They're jamming us again, sir. We lost her.
Wow.
As my own existence comes to a close, only to begin anew in ways uncertain.
Fascinating.
All this has happened before, and will happen again.
And on it goes. It's very, very interesting, this particular hybrid. I have so many thoughts and questions, and I love it. Goodbye, Shaw. Goodbye, question mark, hybrid? God?
Starbuck was here a little earlier. Recommended Major Shaw for a posthumous commendation.
Yeah.
She wasn't looking for medals.
But she earned them nonetheless.
But I've been going through Cain's logs. From a tactical perspective, it's hard to find fault in anything that she did.
They butchered innocent civilians, Dad.
This is why we don't look at things from a purely tactical scenario.
I had the president in my face, arguing for the survival of the civilian fleet.
I mean, at this point, I'm fairly sure he might have made some of those same decisions.
Balancing my morality and my tactics, and I had you.
If you had been in CIC, I would have ordered that strike. Kara would be dead, so would the rest of the team.
Yeah.
You did nothing wrong. Neither did I.
Tough, but accurate.
Cain, Kendra, were they wrong?
Certainly the orders she gave to Thorne were wrong.
History will have to make its judgments.
But that's my perspective.
And since history's first draft will be written in our logs.
Wow.
Well, I guess I've got some writing to do.
That's an interesting perspective to have.
Not a lot to show for life, huh?
You have any idea why she did it?
Maybe she had it coming.
We've all got it coming.
I've asked to be reassigned to Galactica. You might say that I have a beef with my commanding officer.
And what's that?
The
He tried to
motherfucker
kill
keeps
me.
trying to get me killed.
Ever think you might deserve it?
Oh, I have a destiny. So I guess you are stuck with me till the end.
That was the end. That was good. Wow. Okay, so that to me, that to me was very good. Certainly worthy to be included, and it definitely works as a standalone movie in the Battlestar Galactica universe. I find myself wishing that it had been included in the season 2 story. I mean, I know there's only so many episodes. I know the studios, often the network or whoever is often like pushing for more standalone episodes, but I find myself wishing, and I don't remember what specific episodes these are, but I remember like 14, 15, and 16 were kind of more standalone episodes, I think. And so I find myself wishing that The Captain's Hand episode 17 had been episode 14, and then we followed it up with like a 3-arc miniseries, within the show, a 3-episode arc featuring this story. That would have been really, really interesting. And maybe don't include the things you included that are reasons why people wanted me to wait until after season 3 to watch, but I think that would have been really, really cool. You could argue that maybe as a part of season 2, the self-sacrificial play of both Garner and Shaw, maybe it parallels each other too closely. Maybe it's too repetitive to have 2 of those moments in the same season, but I say maybe that is just what the Pegasus is made of. You know what I mean? Maybe that is at the heart of the crew. Are people truly willing to put it all on the line to be Razer or however you would want to express that sentiment or express that thought? It was really cool. I didn't expect this to be centered with Shaw as the kind of fulcrum story piece, things revolving around her. I loved seeing the flashbacks of young William Adahama and Husker. And that whole sequence was so interesting and pretty cool to watch unfold. The bringing in the classic Cylon models from the original series was a really, really nice touch. Some really great details in there. I'm sure, having not seen the original series, I didn't pick up on all of them, but I thought that was really, really, really great. And at the end of the day, this is a story that was really, really worth being told. I had a great time watching this one. I think, the question that I have is all the scenes referencing Starbuck and her mom, her destiny, the hybrid. I want to come back and talk about the hybrid just briefly in a second, but all of those moments, they hit differently whether you're watching them before season 3 or after season 3. And those are the moments, and so a lot of the watch orders, they're like, if you're going to watch it after The Captain's Hand, you have to mute it at 3 different parts. And I'm like, that's overwhelming. I'm not going to try to do that, especially reacting to it. That's insane. If I wasn't reacting, maybe I'd give that a go. But that would be like too much to try to focus on. But, sorry, my mind is still reeling a little bit. I suppose maybe those could be counted as like foreshadowing and setup. But how you feel about it, obviously, I think really depends on which way you watched it, right? But for me, I think watching that after season 3 really, really, really works. I don't want to be thinking about Starbuck's mom dying alone. I don't want to be overly reminded of her destiny and all of the things the hybrid said that are, I think, way too much information before we actually see that unfold in real time, especially in Maelstrom. I just wow. And then having the mindset and the idea that, well, hang on, Starbuck just showed up at the end of the season and was like, follow me, I know how to get to Earth. And this man, this hybrid is like, don't follow her. I think that is the perfect setup for season 4. Like, that is the moment, the thing. Like, we have this amazing adrenaline rush in the season 3 finale, revealing the final 4 of the final 5, maybe all 5 Cylons, unless it's just something they think that isn't actually true, like a disease of the mind, the music put on them. I don't know. I'm still reeling and thinking, and my mind is on overdrive ever since I watched the finale last week. But okay, focus. I'm here. But then this button, this add-on before starting the new season of this hybrid saying, don't follow her, is super interesting. Should we listen to him? Should we listen to Starbuck? Should we listen to Colonel Ty? I don't know. There's a lot going on here. And this hybrid kind of, unless I completely misread the room, he kind of presented himself like, I am the one that the Cylons believe to be God. And if that's the case, is that true? Should we take that at face value? Should we assume he's just a lunatic who has been in isolation too long? I mean, isn't that a possibility? And if that is the case, did he resurrect somewhere somehow? Like, is his presence, is his being still floating around the verse somewhere? I don't know. But I love all the thoughts that this episode has provoked. And it was as difficult as I expected it to be honest, revisiting and actually seeing some of these moments that was talked about in the series, and kind of, again, not necessarily humanizing Shaw, but putting a different slant, different perspective on some of her actions. And Admiral Adama kind of saying tactically she did, nothing wrong here, nothing to see, which I think it's fair to say there might be a difference between what's right tactically and what's right morally, wrestling with Adama's question always, are we a people who are worth surviving? And I'm sure I don't have the words exactly right, but are we worthy of surviving? And that is, well, probably a topic for a different time. Wow. I'm so glad I finally saw this. Thank you for watching with me and listening to my ramblings. And this is such a great show. We're starting season 4 next week. I'm so very, 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 very excited. And I will see you there. If you don't want to wait, you can watch the next 5 right now by joining the YouTube channel membership at the early access level, or heading over to Patreon, where you can have early access as well as full-length reactions to all the TV shows I'm watching here on the channel, as well as all the movies, and there's some exclusive films, as well as like the whole back catalog of everything I've ever reacted to on the channel. Check it out if you want. I would appreciate the support, but mostly I'm just glad to have you here watching with me week after week. The show is incredible. I'm so grateful to have you on the journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.